Hello and welcome to another episode of TalKenn Games. We are back finally producing videos talking about video games and stuff and anything in between. If you saw my previous video, yes, I'm finally able to produce more videos with higher frequency, hopefully. Mostly thanks to that the internet it's finally set up. I mean, I'm no longer reliant on mobile internet or pocket Wi-Fi. I actually have a proper broadband set up recently. So anyways, let's get to the meat of it. So it's been quite an interesting week on gaming scene. Some sad news. Envious captain Dennis Internet Hawk Hawilka passed away suddenly. No official news on why, what caused that, but still, it's a big loss to the Overwatch community. He's one of the OGs in the scene. He captained Envious to be champions of Apex Season 1, and that's a big deal considering a Western team winning an esports title, for a major tournament on Korean soil. He left them earlier this year to coach other teams, Rogue if I'm not mistaken, and then he went on to Team Liquid, and even though Team Liquid was not in the Overwatch League, he moved on. He was supposed to coach their League of Legends team before his untimely passing. He was 30, and it's a big loss. And well, that's a story that we don't like reporting. A good guy passing away, but things happen in life. The next story would be the acquisition of Respawn, the developers behind Titanfall and Titanfall 2, by Electronic Arts. If I'm not mistaken, around 450 million in three separate breakdowns. I think it's like 150-ish cash, and then another 30% or 33% of it by performance-related payments, and then another one across like probably 4 to 5 years. I shall not get into the details of that, but I'm just going to share my opinion about the acquisition of Respawn from EA. A lot of people are making jokes about it, saying, "Oh no, it's EA. It's going to be a loot box system to Titanfall and everything." I think it's twofold, because Respawn as a developer, even though they've been producing games specifically for EA, published by EA, which is Titanfall and Titanfall 2, they were independent of EA. So by EA taking over them, hopefully EA would actually be more, they have a bit more vested interest with the company. Fair enough, EA helped build the company after Vince Zampella and I forgot what's the other guy's name left Activision. So they opened Respawn, and then we got Titanfall and Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is a great game, but released in a bad timing because it's between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Regardless of Infinite Warfare getting bad reviews and not really good on the sales, but it's still Call of Duty, so it's going to eat a chunk into your budget. Titanfall was kind of treated like the foster child, considering they're not directly under EA, even though they're working with EA. So hopefully this move kind of opens doors for Respawn to get their games really, really pushed out. I'm pretty sure the next one from them would be Titanfall 3. So from the money standpoint and stability, it might sound good on paper, but you have to remember that's EA, and then they are well known of shutting down some really, really, really good development studios. Like recently Visceral was closed down. So I'm kind of excited for Respawn Entertainment, but I'm kind of scared for them as well, because Titanfall 2 especially is one of those rare gems where it's a great game, great story. It's actually one of the best stories told in 2016, and one of the better multiplayer games. Actually, it's right up there, but it didn't get enough push to sell games. I mean, people, if you jump into Titanfall 2 right now, you will be surprised how good the game is, how polished it is. So the fact that EA didn't push Titanfall well enough, it's probably because they were not owned by EA. So with this move, hopefully things improve, but you can't help but be afraid of Respawn Entertainment on the side. And another bit is Level Up KL happened earlier this week. If you're not sure what Level Up is, it's pretty much where everyone who's who in the games industry in the region come over, congregate. They have talks. They have big guys from Naughty Dog, big guys from Electronic Arts come over, share their experience, give talks in order to push the games industry in the region. All good. I mean, when I was with IGN last year, we were there, we were reporting it, and then this year a lot of bigger names were there. But I do have some issues about certain, not content, but I don't know. I mean, certain. Don't get me wrong. I love this idea of running an event like that because we need those kind of events. We need to bring experienced foreign talent to Malaysia and teach to bring Malaysians up. But it goes for both extremes. Some side you have really guys from big big studios, and then who the fuck are the rest? I mean, there was a talking about expanding your your audience, and then by these streamers, and I don't know who these streamers are. You get where I'm coming from. If you want to give a talk, you better else have clout. You have a reason. You have something backing you up to talk about growing audience. If someone who has probably 5 to 10 views for each of their stream, might as well call me or the next person. At least we have experience in the games industry, but not this way. I don't know. To be honest, if you happen to give the talk about it that day and you're watching this, I'm sorry, but I don't trust whatever you're saying. Because if you want to talk about growing streamers, get people who actually grew their streams and their audience organically. Get Nudge Me, Kampung Nerd. Dude start from zero. He was in friggin' Perlis and he is where he is right now on hard work. So you should be getting people who built their brand out of scratch rather than getting people who had connections and they just happen to know the next person to get their level up. Pun intended. And you give them that big stage to talk to people who are much more qualified than them, I must add. So if you're watching this, guys from Level Up, please take heed. I love what you guys are doing, but don't dilute the value of your content by hiring half-assed speakers just because they know some people within your circle. And lastly, I'm gonna talk about a few more other events that's happening around town, and it's a good time for us gamers. Lazada had its 11/11 sale. You got really good stuff selling there. Games are getting cheaper. We have more local events. We want more of those. If you're free next week, make sure to come to Lot 10 because kakuchopure.com is working with the Magic Rain, the Pokemon Company, and Maxsoft for the Malaysian launch of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So more of this kind of short video coming up soon. I'll try to get it more frequent. No host barred. Sorry if you feel offended by what I say. Too bad, because this is how I do my thing. And appreciate the comments, appreciate the likes, appreciate the shares, and let's get talking. And I'll see you guys later.